Here we have the Operation Brite Starter Pack, and this is actually a $3.75 pack that comes with a skin, a normal LEGO skin, a back bling, and 13 decorative items. And taking a look at the normal skin, it looks fantastic. We have that really cool shirt right there, the nice ponytail that you don't see in the normal Brite Bomber skin, and this awesome back bling as well. This is literally just like kind of a star back bling. So let's take a look at Brite Agent in our locker. So this is obviously a very cool skin. This is obviously supposed to be the Brite Bomber skin, kind of just, you know, retextured and making it look super nice. So this is Brite Bomber. This is Brite Agent. And this one is very cool because not only do we get some really cool sunglasses, we don't actually have the ability here to actually edit the style and actually get the sunglasses off, which I think is really good because I think the sunglasses definitely make the skin a lot cooler. But the best part about this has got to be the hair. That is a very cool, unique hair piece. I love that we have that nice little ponytail going down. You see the little ruffles going in there. It's not just one long rope, pretty much. But what I really like about this is we have one arm that is sleeveless, one arm that has this design on it. And I really like this hexagonal pattern that we got going on here. This is very interesting too. We have this like little zipper right here. You can definitely tell that there's a zipper right there. It's just really tiny. I'm actually wondering how this is going to show up in game. But I really love this belt look, like little details, the little sash going across both of the legs. And it's definitely, it gets mixed up a little bit when the legs are actually moving. But I also really like this feature where we have like one sleeve on the leg, or I guess what a pant leg, I guess that's what that'd be called, and one without it. So it kind of like goes asymmetrical from both of these sides. And I actually really like those details. We don't have any printing on this arm, but we do have arm printing on here, and we have leg printing on both of the legs as well. And again, these are really tiny dots, so I'm actually wondering how those are going to actually show up in game, but the detail is actually very pretty in our locker. Oh, hello, Brite Bomber. How are you doing today? So yeah, in game, look at the difference between these two. There's really not much in the face. It's just, obviously, the color scheme is a little bit different. Brite Bomber has that blue, and I have this kind of like pink, purple, and yellow color scheme, and it looks super nice. But in the game, I just can't tell you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised that you can still see a lot of those really tiny details. The colors also don't get washed out here. Like, I actually think that this is a great skin so far. Like, look at that. The only problem is the back. So if you're back here, you can't tell those little dots on the back right there. You can still see the hexagonal patterns. You can still see the awesome heart, the awesome details on the hair piece and stuff. When you're in the shade, it is a little bit harder to see the front of it and stuff, but once you actually turn to the light, you can definitely start to see those hexagon patterns again. The color scheme is super pretty in the sunlight, and again, I'm actually very pleasantly surprised you can still see a lot of those little tiny details. Like, normally it gets washed out in the game, so, like, you know, props to them for, like, that. I'm surprised, and I'm low-key very happy about that. And here in the game, this is what all the stuff actually looks like. So up first, I'm going to talk about this really cool dresser. And this thing, honestly, is probably one of the best things out of the bunch, because not only can you open it and actually store stuff in it, it actually looks really good, because a lot of the other storage stuff just is really boring, and it's not the best thing in the universe, but it works. I really will say I really love the color scheme and all this stuff. It's so pretty. It's so preppy, honestly. It looks great. I love the pinks, the purples, and the blues. Kind of like the color scheme on our actual skin. It doesn't match the color skin of the normal Brite Bomber. Well, since it's raining and dark, we can actually talk about these lights. What I really like is this one right here. That's the best one, but we'll kind of go to that one last. We have this kind of like headboard that actually has this little rainbow. Well, technically a rainbow. It's like the pink, blue, and the yellow, and it even has one of these little stopper buttons right here, and the two little lights kind of angled. And this can be like put on any wall. You can even put it on the ground if you really wanted to. I mean, like you can see right here. And here we have an actual ceiling fan that doesn't actually work. You can't actually get it to spin or anything. I think that would have been a really cool addition to this, but it does feature a light bulb on the very bottom. And then finally, we have this really cool desk lamp, which is by far, in my opinion, one of the best things out of this bundle. I just love this like translucent purple color, and it's super simple, but it just looks so pretty in game. It doesn't have like the normal like boring yellow bulb. Instead, it has this nice purple glow on it. It looks honestly fantastic. And it is finally morning again, so let's start to go over the rest of the stuff. Here we actually have a tiny little dresser drawer type thing. You can actually put stuff on here, so if you want to put this lamp in here, go crazy. But I really love the little details we have in here. This little pink piece right here, though, is not an actual LEGO piece, so I'm not exactly sure why that's on here. But I really do love the color scheme here. You can even open it again. Super nice. Here we actually have a circular rug, and I actually stacked them 3 on top of each other just because there wasn't grass poking up through it. But this one actually is a super nice design. It's actually pretty large for what it actually is. And here we have this kind of like what I think looks kind of like a cloud it feels multicolored. And in this, we simply just get, you know, a whole bunch of different colors with a whole bunch of different, like, textures and stuff. So, you know, it's just a super nice little pattern here, and again, stacked 3 tall just so you can, you know, actually see it. Here we even have a bed, which is very, very, very unique compared to all the other beds. Like, literally all the other ones are so boring compared to this. Here we have the nice sheets with the different colors on here going all the way up. We even have a little textured pillow up top with some little yellow spikes on the sides. It looks so good. Here we even have a bedside table with the same exact like pattern as we see right here. So these are kind of like a set and they match together. Here we even have a seat that you can sit in, and you know, it's a very interesting seat. I'm not really sure what type of design that is, but you know, it's whatever. Here we even have a black cloud table. I'm surprised they didn't really go with a white cloud table because I feel like that would have made more sense in this context, but you know, it still does look really good. And again, we have those like nice little yellow spikes that we see on everything else. Here we even have a little potted plant, a little purple potted plant with some yellow flowers sticking out the top. And finally, the best thing out of this entire bundle is this nice unicorn llama. And this one has nice little flowing wings on the sides. It has the yellow and blue color scheme, a nice little blue and white pedestal. It looks fantastic. And if you didn't know, you can actually build this in real life. I actually have one of these Fortnite llamas, not this one in particular, but I have the normal Fortnite llama that I've built in real life. And this one, you can just look at it and be able to build it. Like, it is so cool. I really wish the eyes actually had some like little, you know, detail on it, but I know this is supposed to be a statue, so it, you know, makes sense not to, but I just kind of wish there was. So let's talk about this bundle. Honestly, I truly like this bundle. I really think this is one of the better ones, especially since we get a whole bunch of decorative items. I will say there are no actual builds in this case. It's literally just a starter pack with decorative items and a skin that you can use both in like the regular BR and LEGO Fortnite. And in the case of these, I think that it has some of the best decorations in the entire game. Like, this light is the best light in the game. This statue is the best statue in the game. This is the best dresser and bed, in my opinion, just because of the colors. It might not match your color scheme in your worlds, but they just look fantastic. And this one is a $3.75 pack for some reason. I'm not sure that price makes sense to me, but it's not much at all. And again, we get a skin, and some of the other battle pack or the starter packs that we've gotten in the past have been $5. So this plus all these decorations, in my opinion, is an absolute steal. So yeah, this is absolutely worth it. And so before we wrap this video, make sure you use code CJBrickles in the item shop. That would be absolutely awesome. Seriously, thank you so much for watching, studs, and I will see y'all later.